Hey everyone, so on this hopefully quick one, we're going to be fitting a winch to the bull bar. So it's an ECB alloy winch compatible. Got a okay winch from Supercheap Auto, give it a whirl. So first things first, obviously you're going to need a winch, a couple of tools to get the bar off. This one, the bar just needs to come off, the winch cradle will stay there. So going to have to cut the tab in my antenna, so I'm just going to cut there and there so the wire can slide off. So I'd have to cut the wire and put joiners because you don't want to do that, or chase it all the way back from the radio. Spotlights, they can just all be unplugged so they can stay attached, and then your underbody guards, side panels need to come off so you can unplug the fog light and indicators. So start doing all that and then we'll come back. No, so I've taken the antenna off, put one cut in, I'll put another one just about there, and then file it, make it all nice and smooth, so then you can get the antenna off and on if you ever need to take the bar off and on again. A lot of the new bars now come with that as standard. Being an alloy, it's pretty easy to sort out with the old hacky saw. Alright, so we've undone all the bolts that are holding it. There's 3 on each side. You might be able to see in there. You might not if it focuses. So you got 2 at the top there and 1 at the bottom. So I've left 2 just the bolts in there. Taken 1 out, so it's dropped a little bit. So now it's basically ready to get off. I've got my helper here, haven't we? Little Zach, he's giving me a hand to get it off. Got 1 on that side. So I've undone everything. I've unplugged everything. So now we should just be able to take it off. So Zach's going to pull the bolts out.
The bolts out?
Yeah. From underneath, bud. From when we had the ooka-dooka. Up from underneath here. Get down. There's 2 on that side and 1 on the other.
So
Yeah.
where?
The ones you just undid.
I'm going to pull them off.
Yeah, go. And get your hand in there.
Wait. Oh, move. Keep holding it.
Yeah. So it's not going to fall out anyway. You got it? And 1 on the other side, bud. Hopefully we've undone everything and it comes off, hey bud. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, here, hold this. Alright, ready? Yeah. Oh! There's 1 cable tie holding the spotlight there. There's always 1. I didn't see that. That's why I like alloy bull bars. Nice and light. Anyway, next up. Got that off. Now, winch in there. And I probably need to tidy up some of the wiring and stuff like that in there as well. So we'll get the winch in there and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the winch templer in there just to see what's going to fit. I've just had to redo some of the cooling tubes for the transcooler that I've got. So that's all good. I'm pretty sure I should be able to get all of this from one of the holes, that hole there in the bar, so that should be fine. So now it's just a matter of the control box in that, and that's why I haven't done the wiring yet. So I'll put the bolts in through the bottom. I've got the little nuts in there already. I'll put a little bit of grease on them, never sees or something like that, just to make it easy. They are good bolts that come with it. They're all Galv bolts. The other thing I need to check is just overall length. They do look super long, so I might need to make these slightly shorter. We'll see how we go. Anyway, we'll get it sorted. I'll just figure out the control box and where that's going to go, and then I'll come back to you. No, so we've got the winch in there pretty much all buttoned up. So I had to cut the main bolts a little bit shorter, only about 2 threads off of it. They're just bottoming out, and I had to make a bracket. because I didn't want to use the factory one that came with it, which is this thing that makes the winch control box sit like that on your bar, I didn't want to do that, so I made a little bracket to hold it. I haven't got any hose clamp, so I just want to get a hose clamp to go around here and here, and then that will hold that in there. But that's all in there. Cables, convoluted tube, and then I've run them up into there, and I've just done a test, so I've just whacked them in there at the moment. There's heaps of length on them because I want to put an isolator here for it as well. So that's all done, it all works. I've added the winch extension doohickey for it, so I'm not sure whether I might run that up into that side, so I can just plug the wireless remote into it, or that side, either or. Haven't figured that out yet. Just about to put the bar back on, and then we can go from there. Fair leads on, all done up, and it works. So that's the main thing for that. Pretty easy. Just making the bracket was the hardest thing. Just to TJM have a really good bracket that sits on top of the control box with hose clamps. That's where I've seen that idea from. But yeah, so put the bar on, do everything back up, and then I just got to get an isolator, and I'll show you that, and then we're done. So we have now finished. It's dark. It didn't take that long in total, just had to do family. So pretty much we're all finished. Got the cables sitting up here, got an isolator for it, just a simple off on. So I just need to make up a short lead to go from there to the battery, and then that will go to that side so I can isolate it, turn it off and on. Access is pretty good in here, so I can actually get in there quite easily to reach the you can't see, but I can actually reach in there and get the plug quite easily. So that's quite nice. Heaps of room in there. You can still get to the plug. The focus plug is just there. So that's pretty easy. Everything's back together. It's all operational. Winx goes in and out. I'm going to get a little shackle thing to go on here to remove the hook, maybe. So the last thing I need to do is take it somewhere, wind it, or pull it all the way out, free spool, to the last roll that's left on the drum, and then put some load on it, like a couple of clicks in the handbrake so it's got load on it, and then winch it in to stretch the actual rope on there properly, so it's all nice and stretched and tight, and then you're good to go. All done. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.